For decades, the US dollar has been the undisputed king of global finance, shaping nations' destinies. But what if the euro seized that crown, forever shifting the very foundations of world power and economy? And let's find the answer to the question, what if? Should the euro achieve global reserve currency status, the Eurozone would transform into an unprecedented economic colossus. The immense global demand for its currency would dramatically lower borrowing costs for member states, unleashing an era of extensive investment and infrastructure development across the continent, thereby boosting prosperity. However, this immense power introduces an exorbitant burden. A perpetually strong euro could make Eurozone exports significantly less competitive on the global stage. This would demand exceptionally careful economic management and unprecedented fiscal coordination across its diverse member economies to mitigate potential drawbacks. Simultaneously, Eurozone financial markets would naturally become the deepest and most liquid globally, attracting enormous capital flows and cementing cities like Frankfurt, Paris, and Amsterdam as the world's primary financial hubs, solidifying Europe's economic dominance and influence. With the euro's ascendancy, the United States would face a dramatic economic shift, losing its exorbitant privilege. This means consistently higher borrowing costs for its national debt, a persistently weaker dollar, and a significantly reduced ability to easily finance deficits through global demand for its bonds. This new reality would necessitate a profound domestic economic reorientation. America might prioritize a more insular strategy, focusing on strengthening domestic manufacturing, fostering innovation, and encouraging consumption to balance its trade. While potentially diversifying its economy, this path would also be more challenging. Crucially, the dollar's descent would severely blunt the US's geopolitical leverage. Its historical ability to impose financial sanctions or influence global events, which relied heavily on the dollar's dominance, would be significantly diminished. This would force a comprehensive reevaluation of American foreign policy tools and its role on the world stage. The world of global trade would experience a monumental transformation. Billions in oil contracts, alongside vast exchanges of manufactured goods, would transition to being primarily priced and settled in euros, fundamentally re-engineering global payment systems and currency exchange dynamics. Consequently, cities within the Eurozone, such as Frankfurt, Paris, and Amsterdam, would cement their status as the world's unchallenged financial hubs. They'd attract immense talent, cutting-edge technology, and unparalleled investment to their stock exchanges and banking sectors. Furthermore, major commodities, especially vital resources like oil and natural gas, would universally be priced in euros, granting the Eurozone a new, powerful kind of geopolitical leverage over global energy markets and crucial supply chains. This collective shift profoundly reshapes the entire global financial architecture, placing the euro at its very core. The euro's ascendancy would fundamentally reshape the global political landscape, ushering in a new world order. An empowered European Union, backed by its currency's unparalleled economic weight, would achieve immense, far-reaching diplomatic and geopolitical influence, effectively projecting its values. From democracy to environmental stewardship and its strategic interests, worldwide nations currently tethered to the US for financial benefits would inevitably gravitate towards closer ties with the Eurozone, fostering entirely new regional blocs and robust diplomatic partnerships. Firmly centered around Europe's burgeoning economic gravity, this pivotal shift would redefine the power dynamics within major international institutions like the IMF, World Bank, and even the UN Security Council, granting European voices significantly more sway in shaping global policy, economic governance, and international law. Europe would thus emerge as a dominant architect of a truly transformed global order. With the euro as the global reserve, maintaining Eurozone cohesion becomes paramount yet incredibly challenging. Any economic instability or political disagreement within a member state wouldn't just affect Europe, it would send shockwaves globally, demanding unprecedented fiscal discipline and solidarity to prevent worldwide economic turmoil. While dominant, the euro's reign might not be eternal. Over the long term, new economic powers could emerge, with currencies like a strengthened Chinese yuan potentially rising to challenge the euro's supremacy. This could lead to a more multipolar global currency system, adding another layer of complexity to future international finance. Ultimately, the stability of the entire global financial system would rest heavily on the Eurozone's shoulders. Its economic health, political unity, and sound policy decisions would dictate worldwide prosperity. Any internal strife or misstep within the Eurozone could cascade into devastating global consequences, making the region's stability a universal concern. The euro becoming the global reserve currency would fundamentally reorder economic and geopolitical power. In your opinion, what if the euro replaced the dollar as the global reserve currency? Share your thoughts in the comments.